Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushai, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, is edified by this word. And hey, first and foremost, you know, I appreciate you sincere brothers and sisters, man, that's taking the time out of your Sunday evening to tune in to this word. I hope that you are edified. I hope that this word does something. I hope that this word is nourishment for the spiritual soul. I hope this word is medicine, pain medicine, okay, to comfort you. I really hope that you're able to get something out of this word this evening, man. We're going to name this word asking God, who we know as Yahweh, to bestow compassion and redemption from the sins of my early life. Is going to be the name of the word tonight, man. Asking God to bestow compassion and redemption from the sins of my early life. So we're going to talk about tonight, you know, it come upon a time in your life, man. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be real with yourself. And once you pause and analyze who you are as a person, evaluate who you are as a person, you should be able to, and you're truly honest with yourself, your soul and your spirit is going to allow you to be the truest that you can be. And when you do that, when you really analyze and evaluate who you are as a person, it should spark a change. It should spark remorse. It should spark repentance in your soul, man. And in this word tonight, I want to use myself as an example, okay? As someone that can openly admit that I've done a lot of wrong in my life. According to the biblical standards, I've done a lot of things in life that's contrary, especially in my early life, before I really truly was dedicated to this Bible in 2012, 2013. So I want to use myself as an example, and I hope that you sincere brothers and sisters can learn from my life example, my shortcomings and faults in the past. I hope it inspire you to want to change and be a better person, but at the same time, ask the Lord to bestowing compassion and redemption from the sins of y'all early lives, like what I'm attempting to do tonight. Okay, we're gonna come to you in Psalms 25, verse 6 and 7, and what it deals with is a plea for Yahweh to remember and not to remember. It's twofold: a plea for Yahweh to remember and for him not to remember. David, what I'm saying, he asked the Lord to remember the covenant love he had for him. And at the same time, he wanted redemption, repentance from the sins of his youth. And that's what I'm attempting to do tonight, man, is ask Yahweh not to remember the covenant love he had for us, and also not to remember the sins of my early youth. I'm asking the Lord to give me a pardon as I seek repentance for my shortcomings, man. But in Psalms chapter 25, verse 6, and it reads, "Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindnesses, for they have been ever of old. Verse 7. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. You see that? So now, this is David speaking. This is his plea, asking God to remember his covenant love and to also not to remember his sins, man. So in Psalms 25, verse 6, it says, remember, O Lord. In other words, David is asking the Lord to call to mind, okay, thy tender mercies. In other words, he's asking the Lord to bestow companion. Okay, when he says thy tender mercies, and it says, and thy loving kindnesses. And the loving kindnesses David is speaking about is the redemption from sin. So David is asking the Lord to call to mind to bestow compassion and redemption from his sins. You see? And in verse 7, remember not the sins of my youth. Remember not the sins of his early life, nor my transgressions, nor my breach of command. According to thy mercy, it says, not the sins of my youth, not the violation of the divine laws from my early life, not me neglecting to obey the positive divine command and the breach of command of my early life. And I'm 100% guilty, just like David was. So in this word, man, I'm asking the Lord to bestow compassion and redemption from the sins of my early life, man. Some of the things I've done in my lifetime, I'm very ashamed of. I've done a lot of shameful acts, man. I've said a lot of shameful things. I've hurt a lot of people, man, with my attitude, with my acts, and with my words. You know, I've indulged in white collar crime, okay? Credit card schemes and scams. I've indulged in this in my early life. I was also an adulterer, man. For many years, I slept with other men, women, other men, wives, and bragged about it and was proud about it, man. Yeah. I mean, my nickname was Asshole, like Castro. That used to be my nickname, Asshole like Castro. You know, very proud and arrogant, disrespectful person. You know, when I sit back and I just think about the sins of my youth, the sins of my early life, man. I participated in white collar crime, like I told you before. You know, credit card schemes and scams. I indulged in that, man. Adultery. Yeah. Shameful acts and deeds I've been part of, man. And like I said, over the years, man, I have hurt a lot of people, man. I have broken a lot of hearts, man. I've hurt a lot of people. And I'm not at all happy to disclose this information to y'all. But this is the thing about the church of me and my brother we represent. You know, we share our lives with y'all and we share our experiences with y'all just to let you know, man, y'all ain't the only ones out there that have done bad things, man. And all the way up until 2012, okay, everything you've heard thus far in this word, I did that leading all the way up till 2012. since 2012, which is now 2021, I have still partook in some shameful acts and said some shameful words and have hurt people's feelings since then. And I have been an asshole since then. And I have been proud and arrogant since then. So like King David did, you know, he asked the Lord to bestow companion and redemption from the sins of his early life. And I'm in the same boat. It come a time when you look in the mirror, you have to be able to identify who the person you see. And if you can identify the person you see, then it should spark a change. You should be able to identify the things that you need to fix and the things that you need to improve on. And a lot of us don't really take the time to analyze who we are as a person. But you have to, because at the end of the day, the Lord knows it all. He sees it all. So again, in Psalms verse 25, 6 and 7, it says, "Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindnesses, for they have been ever of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord." So right there, King David, man, is asking the Lord to remember the love he got for him, at the same time forgive him of the sins when he didn't know no better. And I'm asking the Lord to forgive me of my sins when I didn't know no better. You see, this is what it's all about at the end of the day. You know, you can't hide from the Lord because his eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So who are you lying to, man? Who are you trying to keep your secret to? No one's perfect, man. We all fall short of the glory. And, you know, every man is a liar. Only Yahweh is the truth. Okay, through his only begotten son, Yahweh. So since we know that, who are we lying to? Who are we fooling? Who we trying to hide our deeds from? I'd rather a person respect me for who I am than to respect me for who I'm not. I'd rather a person to hate me for who I am than to love me for who I'm not. You see? Like I said, man, I've done some shameful things and said some shameful things and done some shameful things in my past, some things I'm not happy about. But it come a time you have to really, really, really analyze who you are as a person and understand repentance is necessary when you in this spiritual walk. We all have sinned, and we must seek repentance and move on with our lives for the better of serving Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh, man. It's a cold-blooded word, man. But ain't no shame in my game. I tell y'all everything that goes on in my life. You dig? That's one thing that you can't never say about this church. We the church that put our dirty laundry out there all day, every day. Ain't no shame in our game. You see, I can look at you in your eyes and tell you the 100% truth about who I am. But can you do that? Cold-blooded, man. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters, man, was truly edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.